In the pantheon of 20th century icons, Muhammad Ali stands apart, not merely as a boxing legend, but as a cultural force who transformed sports, politics, and social discourse. His life was a tapestry of athletic brilliance, moral courage, and unyielding self-belief. Born Cassius Marcellus Clare on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky. He evolved from a brash young boxer into a global symbol of resistance, resilience, and redemption. His journey reveals how one man's principles can transcend the ring and reshape history. The roots of Ali's character were planted in the soil of segregated America. Raised in a working-class family, he experienced racial injustice firsthand, from restricted public facilities to the indignities of Jim Crow laws. His father, a sign painter, and mother, a domestic worker, nurtured his self-worth despite systemic oppression. At 12, a pivotal moment occurred. His red Schwinn bicycle was stolen. Seeking help, he encountered police officer and boxing coach Joe E. Martin. This chance meeting ignited his passion for boxing, setting him on a path that would alter his destiny and, eventually, the world's perception of athletic greatness. Ali's amateur career blossomed rapidly. He trained obsessively, developing a style that defied conventional heavyweight norms. Nimble footwork, a dancing gait, and a lightning-fast jab. His charisma was equally striking. He spoke in rhythmic rhymes, predicted victories with bravado, and relished the spotlight. By 1960, he captured the light heavyweight gold medal at the Rome Olympics, returning to Louisville as a local hero. Yet he craved more than amateur accolades. He aimed to become the greatest heavyweight champion, and to use that platform to challenge societal norms. Turning professional later that year, he built a formidable record while cultivating a public persona that mixed confidence with controversy. His affiliation with the Nacional Islam in 1964 marked a turning point. He abandoned his birth name, declaring himself Muhammad Ali, a rejection of his slave name. This decision alienated some but solidified his commitment. In 1964, at age 22, his victory wasn't just athletic, it was symbolic. A young black man toppling an established order. He declared himself the greatest, a title had spent a lifetime earning. His pre-fight taunts, "I am the greatest," became cultural touchstones, while his in-ring innovations redefined heavyweight boxing. He moved like a featherweight, danced around opponents, and used psychological warfare to unsettle them before the first bell. But 1967 brought his greatest trial. Drafted during the Vietnam War, Ali refused induction, citing religious objections and moral opposition to the conflict. His statement, "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong," resonated as a defiant act of conscience. The consequences were severe. He was stripped of his title, banned from boxing, and faced a 5-year prison sentence. For nearly 4 years, he was barred from the ring. Yet he remained vocal, speaking at universities, rallying civil rights support, and enduring financial hardship. His legal battle culminated in a landmark 1971 Supreme Court victory, which overturned his conviction and allowed his return to boxing. His comeback was legendary. The fight of the century 1971 against Joe Frazier ended in defeat, but it showcased his indomitable spirit. In one prepared for his most audacious challenge, George Foreman, the undefeated champion in Zaire. The Rumble in the Jungle 1974 became one of sport's most iconic moments. Ali employed the rope-a-dope strategy, leaning on the ropes, absorbing Foreman's punches, and waiting for exhaustion to set in. In the 8th round, he unleashed a flurry of blows, knocking Foreman down and reclaiming his title. It was a masterclass in tactical brilliance and mental fortitude. 2 years later, the thrill in Manila against Frazier tested his limits. In sweltering heat, the two warriors battled for 14 rounds in a contest of sheer will. Ali emerged victorious, but the fight left both men battered, a testament to the physical toll of his career. Throughout the 1970s, Ali's influence extended beyond boxing. He became a global ambassador, meeting leaders like Popapalvi and advocating for peace. His philanthropy focused on children, interfaith dialogue, and veterans' causes. Yet his body was paying a price. After losses to Kennardon and Leon Spinks, he retired in 1981, though briefly returned in 1980 for two final bouts. Retirement brought new challenges. In 1984, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's syndrome, likely linked to his boxing career's repeated head trauma. Despite declining mobility and speech, he remained a beacon of grace and humor. He lit the Olympic cauldron in 1996, received the Presidential Medal in 2005, and continued to inspire millions. His foundation supported causes from disaster relief to religious tolerance. Key elements of his legacy include athletics innovation, revolutionized heavyweight boxing with speed, agility, and psychological tactics, moral courage, risk fame and fortune to oppose racial injustice and war, cultural icon. His name, quotes, and image became globally recognized symbols. Religious journey, embraced Islam and promoted interfaith understanding. Resilience, return to championship glory after a 4-year ban. Humanitarianism, dedicated post-boxing years to philanthropy and advocacy. Enduring inspiration, his life motivates athletes, activists, and everyday people worldwide. Today, Muhammad Ali remains more than a sports legend. He is a paragon of principle, courage, and the power of voice. From Louisville streets to the world stage, he demonstrated that true greatness lies not in titles alone, but in the willingness to stand for justice, even at great personal cost. His legacy endures not only in boxing records, but in the hearts of those who believe in the transformative power of conviction. His name isn't synonymous with boxing alone. It represents the idea that one person, through unwavering integrity and moral clarity, can redefine what it means to be great.